What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck OLED gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna check ourselves out some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Now, it's actually verified on this thing, which is pretty cool, but I've seen games run like absolute crap and still be verified, so just having a verification badge does not mean it's gonna be a great experience, which made me sit here thinking, well, what the hell is the point of the verified badge then? Don't give people false hope. So, we're gonna sit here and play a little bit, and we'll see how it plays. Now, the first game played pretty well on here, but there were definitely some instances where it was dropping under 30 for me and having some stutters here and there. Though I will say, as far as the stutters go, it was beating out the PC for the longest time before people in the commoding community got tired of dealing with crap and fixed most of that shit themselves and had to turn off the dynamic resolution that was enabled by default too. Hopefully that's not a thing on here and they learn their lesson, but if not, I'm sure somebody's already come up with a thing that stops that from happening. But we're just gonna test the game as it sits. But when I go to play it for real, I will absolutely get that if that's a necessary thing. But in any case, let's stop wasting time, let's get it hooked up to the capture computer, and let's go get started.
Well, alright, here we go. I'm just gonna go with the default settings, well, other than upping the frame rate from 30 to 120. Although I have a feeling it's probably gonna struggle to hit 30 in some spots, but it actually surprised me. It did have some spots where it dropped under, but for the most part, it was very playable. Though I still don't know if I would have given it a verification, little badge thingy, but hey, that's just me. But you guys can be the judge of that when you see how it plays. Alright, here we are basically in the beginning of the game. It's basically just an intro movie showing you what happened at the end of the first game. So I figured I'd let that play for the people that like the cinematics. And then of course we'll get some running around and whatnot too.
I'm waiting, Cloud. I'm here on the Midgar Expressway. The scene is indescribable. Countless buildings have been leveled, and part of the road has collapsed. The smoke rising from the rubble is reminiscent of a funeral pyre. Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement, declaring the tornado to be, quote, weather warfare.
Alright, let's get to actually running around and all that good stuff. And sorry if it looks a little dark. I tried to get the HDR to shut off, but I didn't see an option for it in the game itself, and I tried turning it off on the Steam Deck, and it didn't seem to make a difference. So I was like, okay, well, that's going to probably make it kind of dark, but hopefully people will still be able to see. And at least it looks really nice when you get to the actual handheld mode, which we will be getting some camera-recorded gameplay at the end, of course, as we usually do. Yeah, I'm still surprised how well this thing plays the game, to be honest. But it can't stay at a constant 30 everywhere. But it did take quite a long time for it to have a huge stutter down into the teens or whatever. So, I feel like 90% of the people playing this would be absolutely more than happy with the way it performs. But those kind of drops for me personally are a little distracting. But that's just me. But me, I will probably play this game on my TV PC. And heck, I'll probably have my main PC moved into the being the TV PC by then anyway. I'll probably have finished God of War and maybe the DLC for that by the time the 40 or 5090 comes out would be my guess. Now, I could beat games like crazy if I didn't make these kind of videos all day, most of the time. And plus, I'm still playing. I think I ended up getting into Chapter 2 and a little bit into Chapter 2. by the end of all the different PCs.
Where's the ancient? Heads are gonna roll if we don't find her. Just shut the hell up and search.
Alright, safe. At least for now.
This is so messed up. All of it. But I'm back now, Aaron. I'm back.
Yep, that's right. Zach, he's back. Apparently.
Alright, now for some camera recorded gameplay.
No problem. It's cool.
It all started 5 years ago. I was 16 at the time. There was hardly any work for soldiers back then. What little there was boring as hell. My heart wasn't in it. Then, out of nowhere, the job of a lifetime came. A mission with Sephiroth. I couldn't believe my luck. It's really coming down, huh? Hey, man. Feeling any better? I'm good.
He doesn't seem so
Look
good.
it. Wish I could help, but never been motion sick. Sorry, man. Ready to do this? Yeah, you bet. Hey, rein it in. Sorry. No can do. Kids. Say, I'd like to be briefed on the mission at some point. Because if it's another one of those Turks gigs, you can let me off right here. Really? Finally make first. What do? Call a ceasefire with Wu-Tai. Stealing my shot at glory. I didn't join Soldier to be an errand boy. I joined up so I could be a hero, like you.
Well, our mission is to survey a rundown reactor. Another one of those Turks gigs.
Fine. A job's a job, I guess. Where is it?
Nibelheim.
Nibelheim? That's where I grew up.
Got some fiends at R12!
Let's go. You take one, I'll take the other.
I didn't take very long, but he is Sephiroth after all.
Sephiroth's so cool. Sucks he had to go insane and be all evil. Alright, yeah, no, it still has those moments, just like the first game, where it's just gonna be random drops down into the freaking teens and 20s. I was hoping so far, I was like, oh man, so far this seems way better. But nope, it'll still do it every once in a while. But other than that, it's still pretty damn playable, and I'd say it's a step up from the old game.
Yeah. It all started in the fall. Something was wrong with the reactor, and the whole village was up in arms. Talk of strange new monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared, desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra. So the company sent help. Best they had.
Still, I'm amazed that they got a game that looks this good to run on the Steam Deck at all. And as we progress up the systems, it's just going to look better and better. I'm excited to see what it looks like on the main rigs, though I kind of wish I had my 5090 already. Though, I think my 4090 should be up to the task of this kind of game. I don't think it has any ray tracing or anything to speak of, so it'll probably be able to play it at 4K.
A mother named Genova. She died shortly after I was born. My father.
Oh, there. Genova? Like from the Shinra building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm getting to that.
Why am I talking about this? Come on, let's go.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting. I'm Xander, the mayor here. I wanted to greet you myself, to welcome you to our humble little town. Please, if you'll follow me.
Consider yourself off duty till sundown.
How's it going?
Man, that music sure is nostalgic. Yeah, I wanted to run around the city a little bit, because this is the other part I had troubles with when you were in town, and it still drops into the 20s in town, unfortunately. So still a lot of people consider this completely playable, and it is a step up from the old game, ever so slightly. Because the other game would have been doing stuff like that way more often.
Make sure you're prepared for a tough hike tomorrow.
But if you're expecting to stay at a constant 30 or a constant 60, you're going to be sorely disappointed.
You worked out with everyone?
Just for a bit.
Could you keep up? Finally. Soon these troubles will be a thing of the past. It's huge!
Anyway, though, I think that's probably good for camera-recorded gameplay, so why don't we go ahead and go wrap this video on up.
Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the Steam Deck OLED, and I'd say it's pretty playable, but this is just my 2 cents. I personally would not give anything a verified badge if it can't maintain at least 30 FPS all the time. That's just me. Now, I think 90% of people would probably be totally fine with how it performed, and I will say, it's definitely a slight step up from the original game, but it still had those drops like the old game had that I was talking about. just into the teens and in the 20s, and it was doing so good for a while there. I was hopeful. Like, it got like 7 minutes or so in before it finally did like a drop down into the teens, and I was like, oh man. But still, I think for most people, they'd find it more than playable. I'm just kind of being a little nitpicky. But in any case, it's only gonna get better from here. We're just gonna go to more powerful system and more powerful system, and I think the only system that's probably gonna have a big problem with the game and might not even be able to play it at all is the Firebat Mini PC. Game it probably requires more than 4 gigs of VRAM. So it might just tell me, nope, we've detected your GPU doesn't meet the minimum requirements. You can't play this game. I've had quite a few games tell me that. Anyway though, before this outro gets any longer, let's wrap it up so I can go get started on the Asus Ally X. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.